Tonight, the family of the victim shot in an officer-involved shooting on Friday morning is speaking out, naming 26-year-old Breonna Taylor as the woman who died when officers say they were executing a drug search warrant.
Prosecutors say Officer Derek Chauvin had his knee on George Floyd's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, including 2 minutes and 53 seconds after Floyd had become unresponsive.
Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
We are sick and tired. Every day we get killed. We are sick and tired. Every day we get stealing. We are sick and tired. Every day giving you our energy. We are sick and tired of your government white people shit. We don't want you no more. Get out of our fucking land. I've been giving you freedom for so long. My name is Sheikh Luzad, the king. Africa speak to you right now. That's right. You know what? The world gotta speak to me.
I know a lot of people are hurt right now. If you're still out of the loop, there's been a couple unarmed black men, women killed within the past couple weeks. The last person who died was George Floyd. So we know that he was murdered by a policeman. 3 other cops stood by. He unfortunately does not have a voice anymore because that cop killed him. Now there's riots going on everywhere. I know a lot of you are not from the States, and even if you are from the States, riots are going on everywhere. I didn't know that people took over Atlanta last night and were destroying the city of Atlanta too. They basically destroyed the city of Minnesota. I was wondering why people were destroying Target, and apparently Target funds the police department there, so people were pissed off about that. But let me just say that this should not be a surprise to anyone what is going on. People have been trying to silently protest, and for all the Karens who want to go and talk about the way people are protesting right now, this conversation is not about you. It's not about that right now. It's about the fact that people have been trying to silently protest for years. We were pissed off at Colin Kaepernick when he kneeled for the NFL. Did any of his friends go out there and have his back? Absolutely not. Did the NFL have his back? Absolutely not. So you know what? If the NFL gets canceled this year, fine, whatever. Like, that's on you, boo. But the riots and everything that are currently happening, it's nothing new. And it's nothing new, and it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, because when you try to silence those who have been peacefully protesting, what do you think? Like, what do you think is going to happen? I am livid because yesterday, one of my friends who works for CNN had her team arrested because all they were trying to do was just get footage and show us all what's going on. And they arrested the CNN reporter because he was black. Because he was black. I can put in the video for you if I can find it, but he literally just asked the cop where the cop wanted to place him, and then the state police decided to arrest them after showing them that they were from a major news network. So you know what, that's another lawsuit waiting for the police department. But we know that there's a lot of racial oppression that's been happening in our country, and I think now it's just kind of the domino effect of everything that's been going on. And to be honest, I think that these situations are going to be different in the sense that you have had multiple instances happen across the country, and because I know I'm white and I'm talking about these issues, but here's the thing. I think that, one, we have oppressed people for long enough, and the time is coming. Hopefully these situations are different because people continue to talk about these problems and actually fix them. We knew what happened in Baltimore. We knew what happened in St. Louis. And we knew that these situations were just going to keep happening. But have we learned from any of our mistakes? No. In the grand scheme of history, segregation didn't end that long ago. I promise you probably have relatives alive right now who were around when segregation was still a thing. And it's important to talk to them about their experiences, because basically right now in the US we have a system where one community oppresses the other, and the community that oppresses this community gains wealth and just keeps on going up, and then this community keeps on going down. And there are laws that are consistently being enacted where white people are still banking off of black people. It's important to, one, acknowledge your privilege, and two, listen to your friends, listen to their stories, because I think a lot of people have been trying to talk and we just haven't been willing to listen or willing to understand. And before you go running off your mouth, listen to your friends about what they've experienced before you make any decisions. Before you get mad about people destroying cities, ask the people who've cities that have been destroyed how long they've been oppressed for and how they've been treated. That's all I'm saying. I think that we live in a country where everyone wants to yell at each other. No one wants to listen to anything that anyone has to say because we're all right. So be it. But I'm just like to the point where, you know what? I'm not in charge of some big movement. But I have somewhat of a platform to raise my voice. I'm thinking of starting a podcast because I kind of want to talk about these issues, and I feel like people want to have their story told. So maybe stay tuned for that. I don't know. But yeah, I think this is going to be probably a multi-series because I want to go deeper into like the history of everything that's been going on, and just continue to talk more about this subject, because I don't want to be someone who just gets really loud and then next week just stops talking, because I feel like that's just what always happens. But thank you for listening. Peace, love, blessings, y'all. Remember that you got this. Bye.